so this is question number 10, and we have the following grid being given. Okay, so I'm not drawing the grid, I'm only drawing the coordinates location. So you have to imagine that this is the grid. So you have the x-axis and the y-axis, and this is -2, and you have a point located here. Okay, so this point is P, this is our O, this point, I will extend this, and I will have this as 5, so this point is R, this point is 5, and this point is 1. Okay, so what we are asked is, we are asked to write the position vector of R. So yeah, they're asking us to get OR in the form of AB, right? So this is my R, this is my O. Okay, so the coordinate system for R is 5, 1, so I can represent it as OR as 5, 1, such that A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 1. So that is the representation. Okay, so this is exactly what they want from the origin. Okay, the position vector. Okay, now this is part 2. We have another point. This is exactly what is given in the question. We have another point Q located in such a way that QR vector is 2, -4. So we are asked to plot the point Q. So we have to plot the point at Q. Now we are given QR vector. So QR vector is nothing but OR vector negative OQ vector. If OQ vector is what we are looking for, so let us take it as XY. And OR vector is 5, 1, negative XY. So this is equal to 5 negative X and 1 negative Y. Now QR vector is given as 2, -4. So equating the coordinates, so you will have to write this, we get, so 2 is equal to 5 negative X, -4 is equal to -1, I would say 1 negative Y. So from here you have 2 -5 is negative X, 2 -5 gives you -3 is equal to negative X. Two negatives we can multiply by a negative sign and get it neutralized. So this means X is equal to 3. You box the point, and from here you have -4. So you move the -1, you get -4, -1, which is -5. You get negative Y. So they get cancelled. The negative sign gets cancelled, giving us Y is equal to 5. So Y is equal to 5. Therefore, OQ vector is 3, 5. So you will have to write it like this and box it. So go up over here. If I were to take this point, say this is 1, 2, 3. Say this point is 3. You mention the point, and this point is, say, some 5. So 3, 5 is going to be over here. So this is the point Q. Okay. So the drop is 3 and across is 5. So that is what is asked, and we have actually got that, 3 and 5. Okay, so that completes the question. Now we are asked to get the magnitude of QR. So magnitude of QR is equal to, Now what is QR vector? QR vector is nothing but 2 comma negative or 2 negative 4. So magnitude is going to be 2 raised to the power of 2 negative 4 raised to the power of 2. So which is nothing but root of 2 squared is 4. 4 squared is 16. So root of 4 added with 16 gives me 20. So this 20 is nothing but root of 4 times 5, which is nothing but root of 4 times root of 5, which is nothing but 2 times root of 5 square units. No, you can just write it as units. So this is what is the magnitude of QR vector. Follow me. So that is the conclusion for this question. Now what they are asking is show by calculation that OPQR is a parallelogram. So that's the next question. So they are asking us that show that by calculation OPQR is a parallelogram. So how are we going to do that? Okay, for this you will have to go to the figure. Now if I were to connect these points, so let me connect this and let me connect this. They are getting beautifully connected, right? But that does not mean that we can ascertain that this is a parallelogram, right? We cannot outrightly state. Now when can we state it is a parallelogram? I'm going to state that. Okay, OPQR is a parallelogram if vector PO, right, this vector PO is equal to QR and magnitude of PO is equal to magnitude of QR. So this is critical. Okay, now we know OP. Okay, now since the P position of P, this is actually 2 and 4. Okay, you see here I already mentioned here this point is 4 and the drop is going to be at negative 2. So P is negative 2 comma 4. This means position vector OP is negative 2 comma 4, but I don't need OP, I need PO. So this in turn PO is equal to negative of negative 2 comma 4, which is equal to 2 comma negative 4. So my PO is 2 comma negative 4, and find the modulus of PO, which is nothing but root of 2 squared plus of negative 4 squared, which is nothing but 4 plus 16, which is nothing but root of 20, which is nothing but 2 root 5. Okay, so this is modulus of PO vector. Now you consider QR vector. QR vector, we have a value of 2 and negative 4. Okay, 2 and negative 4. Now you compare it with PO. Comparing it with the PO, we see that QR vector is equal to PO vector. Okay, so that means they are in the same direction, but we will have to also establish that they are of equal length. Also, modulus of QR vector is equal to what? Root of 2 squared plus of negative 4 squared, which is nothing but root of 20, which is equal to 2 root 5. So this means modulus of QR vector is equal to modulus of PO vector, which means QR vector is parallel to PO vector. If in a quadrilateral two sides are parallel, okay, then, or I would just mention if two opposite sides, I'll put this wording here. 2, I want to place the wording on the other end, but it's okay, we will place it here. If in quadrilateral two opposite sides are parallel and equal, then this means the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So they are parallel and they are equal, magnitude and direction. Okay, so hence the proof. Okay, this is the next question. We are expected to find the value of x and we are given 1, 5, 2, y. Actually find the value of x and y, right? Multiplied with -4, 1, 2, 9 is equal to x and 6 and 46 and 65. Okay, go through this question, work it out, and when we come back we will see how to get these values for x and y. Okay, foremost what we need to do is we need to perform the matrix multiplication. So row with the column. So 1 multiplied with -4 added with 5 multiplied with 2, row with the column. 2 multiplied with -4 added with y multiplied by 2, row with the column. 1 multiplied with 1 times 5 into 9, row with the column. 2 times 1, positive 1 multiplied with 9. So this is equal to x, 46, 6 and 65. So this is going to be giving me -4 positive 10, -8 positive 2y and 1 positive 9 5s are 45, 2 positive 9y is equal to x, 46, 6 and 65. So you add -4 with 10, you get 6. This has to be retained. 8 positive 2y, this is going to give you 46, and this is going to give you 2 positive 9y is equal to x, 46 and 6 and 65. Now you can equate them. So if you had to equate the first row first column element with the first row first column element, you get 6 is equal to x, so this means x is equal to 6. And you equate the second row first column element with the second row first column element, you get it like this. So 2y is equal to 6, you push the 8 to the other side, you get positive 6 added with 8 is going to be 14. 2y is equal to 14, you divide both sides by 2, 2 gets cancels, 2 divides here 7 times. Therefore y is equal to 7. So the solutions are x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 7. So this is what we have got. Now this is question, the last question. It says that a transformation T is represented by the matrix 0, 1, 1, 0. It maps S of 2, 5 onto S dash of 5, 2. Describe the transformation. Okay, now what happens here? T is given as 0, 1, 1, 0. Now T maps, this is the understanding, S of 2, 5 onto S dash of 5, 2. So what is happening here? Here S of x, y is moved to S dash of y, x. Okay, so x becomes y becomes x. So T represents, you will have to write the statement, T represents a reflection in the line y is equal to x. So this completes the complete study of CXC January 2022 paper, students, and we'll meet again with another study of another year's paper. Until then, take care and keep studying. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.